welcome back to the show. No, that's not our intro. Hello, welcome back to OT Graps. Uh, it is your boy, the man who puts the O in OT, Omar Q, joined as ever by the man who puts the T in OT, Mr. T, and TT, Big Trevor. What's up, Trev?
How's it going, my brother? How are you? How's everything?
Hey, look, let me be clear. It has been a day, and it is going to
Yes.
continue to be a week, and it is going to continue to be a fun ride for all of us, all of you who join us. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. But yeah, no, we're doing it. We're out here doing our thing.
There you go. That's all you can ask for.
And I just realized that do I have the wrong mic on? I have the wrong mic on. God bless America. Everyone can hear me perfectly now. Welcome back, everyone. Omar didn't even know the intro. There is no intro. That's the entire joke, everyone.
Yes, we have not made anything yet.
Dog, we barely had a run-through for this show. If you saw the run-through that I put together 5 minutes before we went live, like, you would no, we're not going to shame ourselves, Trevor, for these plebs.
We're professionals.
We are professional goofuses, and we deserve your attention. Before we do get into the fun parts of the show and talk about all the great, wonderful, and wacky stuff that's going on in the world of professional wrestling, I do want to quickly point in the direction of the pinned chat, or the pinned comment in the chat right now, which is a donation link to the Sandy Hook Promise. For those of you who are not aware, there was a senseless, and again, very senseless tragedy that took place today in Texas. This is on the backs of another tragedy that took place in Buffalo and in California just last week. The gun violence is rampant. I know we don't talk about politics and all that stuff here too much, but I have a platform, damn it, and I would be damned if I didn't decide to use it every once in a while.
Absolutely. Gotta use it for the good, right?
Absolutely. So, again, we're not talking about, like, regular... Like here's the thing. People want to make their own have their own political discussions or whatever. That's fine. Do that on your own time. All I will say is I think we can all agree that the murder of children is abhorrent, is indefensible, and should be intolerable. And I really wish that everyone would start acting like it. And that's honestly all I had to say. Our wishes go out to the families of those who are affected, the loved ones of those who are affected.
Good wishes, and be safe. Godspeed. This is the second or third time Sandy Hook has had an issue at it, isn't it?
No, this isn't Sandy Hook specifically. This is another school.
Okay. You had the Sandy Hook Promise.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. The Sandy Hook Promise is the actual organization that I've chosen to plug. And again, you call it a plug, call it whatever you want to call it. I just have it there in case anyone is feeling up to it. And again, if in the worst case scenario, check out some of the great work that they do and all the other great organizations do to try to help victims of gun violence, because at this point, it is an epidemic in America. And I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, you can't ignore it, especially when children, like babies, are being murdered. It's whatever.
It's senseless. It's completely senseless. It makes no sense. I was just having this conversation not too long ago, actually 20 minutes ago. Children are one of the most innocent things on this planet. How can you just senselessly hurt a child for no particular reason at all? Like, it's terrible. It's deplorable. Again, best wishes go out to the parents of the victims, and hopefully you can find some solace and solidarity and knowing that there are people that care.
Absolutely. And trust me, there's way more that I'd like to say, but that's for a different show.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the chat real quick. Liam in the chat says, I need to leave the house by 7:20 tomorrow. It's already past midnight, so I won't be here for long. That's fine, Liam. Join us for however long you can. He said, well said, gents. Cece says, it's completely heartbreaking, and we could not agree anymore. It is completely heartbreaking. Anyway, we do have a show that we need to get into. Before we do, Trevor, what are you watching right now in pro wrestling? What are you watching? What are you liking? Is it old stuff? Is it new stuff? You watching your indies? Are you watching that GCW, brother? I'm going to go
watching my indies. You know, there was one that we were talking about recently. DPW, Deadlock Pro Wrestling. I've been watching a lot of Deadlock, actually. I'm loving the work. Some of the work over there. It's not bad.
Laugh every time someone says DPW because I'm like an immature child.
You're a child, yeah, I know. Kind of do too, but no, yeah, like it's actually DPW isn't bad. Like it's funny that one of the best mouthpieces on there does not wrestle at all. Chris Danger doesn't wrestle not once, and he is probably the best on the mic over there. And what he's doing with his tag team, I love what's going on over there.
That's great.
Shout out to Chris Danger. He is a YouTuber as well. He does a lot of good work on YouTube as far as wrestling, video games. Shout out to Chris Danger. Keep doing what you're doing, bud.
What's his name?
Chris Danger.
Fuck you, Chris Danger. We got YouTube beef.
I hate you so much.
Like I said, I'm an immature child, especially when it comes to the show. But it'd be like that. Speaking of immature child, children should not be watching GCW. Did you see what Joey Janela did?
Yes. He's talking about when he set his foot on fire.
Okay, look. The idea of him doing that was way cooler than the execution.
The idea was way cooler than the actual production of it.
Like in my head, I'm thinking, oh, okay, that's actually kind of cool. And then they do it, and Joey Janela does the kick. All right, cool. I can buy into that. And then, whoever the referee is who was in charge of putting that out needs to be fired. When you have a flame, right, you don't pour water. A bottle of water is not going to put that flame out, kid. You know what's going to put that flame out? You get a blankie and you smother it. You always smother a fire.
Exactly.
Like this is not like Brainiac stuff that I'm talking about here.
I'm sitting there watching him flail about trying to get the boot off. And I'm like, what? It's like, what in the heck is going on here?
I mean, it is. It's absolutely. It's absolutely like again, Joey Janela. I love that he's trying something different. Do I wish that he would put himself in less harm's way sometimes? Yeah.
Yeah.
But look, I mean,
he's not gonna.
Look, hey, if Cody can do it and get praised for it, I guess Joey Janela can do it. I mean, Cody literally set himself on fire. Like that was that promo. I still, that's like the one of the big things that I'm really not mad. I mean, mad is like a hyperbole, but I'm kind of like, I'm just like, I'm kind of frustrated about, where it's just like Cody left, and now we're never gonna get that heel promo where he just goes, I set myself on fire for you people, and you still booed. Like I was like, that's heat, literally and figuratively.
Yes, too much heat.
Too much heat. Get out the kitchen. Liam in the chat says he's been binging Royal Rumbles from 2008 to 2020. Be sure to skip that 2000 and what was that? 2000. Okay, skip 2009 and skip 2017 because those are the years that Randy Orton won, and they absolutely sucked.
There were a couple of them like in a row that you could just like completely skip.
All right, Trevor. Impromptu. Favorite Royal Rumble match and why? Of all time.
The actual Royal Rumble itself, or the match at the event?
The match, brother. brother.
Honestly, when what was that? I forget what Royal Rumble that was. When Shawn Michaels won the second one. The second Royal Rumble he won.
That was 96. 96.
Yeah, 96. Yep.
96. That was going into Mania 12. That was 2 years in a row. Yeah. Was that the year?
That was a pretty good match, actually. The lineup, the Final Four was actually really good. Both years, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, Shawn Michaels. I mean, I remember the first one was like way more iconic than like anything that happened after, like him just winning. The boyhood dream has come true. Oh my god! Like
the second one was when he fought. Yeah, the second one was when he fought Bret Hart. The first one was when he fought Diesel.
Oh yeah, and he eliminated. Diesel. You gotta pronounce it. Diesel. Something. That's interesting. So my favorite Royal Rumble of all time was. I gotta go. So here's the thing. One of the big reasons that I really got into wrestling when I was younger was the 2004 Royal Rumble. Unfortunately, it was that whole storyline of Benoit going to Mania and winning and at the time Chris Benoit.
That was a good one though. Unfortunately.
Yeah, and at the time Chris Benoit was my favorite wrestler.
Right.
So I mean, again, I'm torn on that. Obviously, not even torn. I mean, I'm like you cannot defend what Chris Benoit did, but I mean, the match itself, if you look at it and if you watch it, like even with all the heaviness that there is, it is like such. I think like that might be the most well put together Royal Rumble of all time.
Because it really, really was.
It accomplished everything that a Royal Rumble needed to. It got from one to the end. Benoit went. You had that story. You had the story of where's Mick Foley? Is he a coward? And then coming out, eliminating Randy Orton, setting up that match. You had the Kane thing where Kane set up a match with the Undertaker after the dong, and it was there were so many things, and even like Ernest the Cat Miller coming out with Lamont. Somebody call his mama. Like that was like a fun spot. It was legitimately a fun spot. I mean, the Big Show and Kurt Angle, and it was absolutely that is like it was so well put together. Kudos to everyone who put that together. I thought that was great. Not as great, obviously, as the greatest Royal Rumble. Southern Mania, 50-man Royal Rumble, Trevor. 50
the best part of that was when when what's his name tripped and slipped under the ring.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah, our boy.
That was so hilarious.
Oh my god, I love. Oh my. Oh big. Oh gosh, God bless him. Hey, that I don't care what anyone says. Daniel Bryan owns the Royal Rumble record for most time spent in a Royal Rumble. It was like an hour and a half in the greatest Royal Rumble, which shouldn't count. Which really shouldn't count.
It shouldn't count at all. I wouldn't count it.
Braun Strowman won a Royal Rumble. There you go. The greatest Royal Rumble. Chigga Hall of Fame.
And he got screwed out of the belt.
The belt, they gave him a belt. They gave him a belt to carry, but instead they had him lug around that big ass trophy, which made no sense to me. I'm like, yeah, have him carry around the belt. Speaking of belts, the Owen Hart Cup, the winners are getting belts, right? They're getting custom Owen Hart titles.
I kind of like that, actually.
Yeah, I'm trying to like the pink and black. By the way,
I hope those are available to buy. Actually,
why wasn't that a thing? Why wasn't the NWO pink and black a thing? Yeah, like Bret Hart having his own NWO. Come on.
So didn't you had a blue World Order, right?
Well, that
had a blue World Order.
So
but that was the ECW though.
All the world orders, let's go through them. You had the original NWO, which was just the NWO. Then you had NWO Black and White, which was Hogan's faction. NWO Red and Black, which was the Wolfpack of Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and company. Then you had Latino World Order. Like
that was my favorite, actually.
That's a quote from Eddie Guerrero, by the way. You had the Latino World Order. Then on top of that, you had in ECW, you had the Blue World Order, which
it was the Blue World Order.
Yeah, the BWO, which was a parody of the NWO. Then on top of that, in 2000, in not TNA, in WCW in 2000, you had NWO 2000 with their charismatic, greatest of all time leader Jeff Jarrett.
I forgot about that.
We're not done yet, though, because in 2010, you had the resurrection of the NWO Red and Black with not the NWO. What are they called? The band.
The band, yep.
The band. Which, by the way, I love how TNA just said, we don't care. We don't care.
We don't give a shit.
They took the Wolfpack. They just took the Wolfpack's theme, they just took the words out and they just we're gonna rip the whole theme. Who cares? They can get sued for it. And then on top of that, you had, I believe the name was Immortal in TNA. Immortal. That was Hulk Hogan's big thing.
The Immortals. Yeah.
Yeah. Not great. It was not great.
After that, it was like, who cares at this point?
After 4 WOs ago, it was like, who cares?
Is that especially after the Latino World Order, no one cared after that.
Eddie Guerrero, I loved it. Eddie Guerrero's gimmick was just like, yeah, kiss it. That's all he did. Oh my god!
Could you imagine who was like actually brainstorming this?
Whoa! And then you gotta have I'm telling you, NWO Pink and Black. They missed out. Think about it, man. Think about it.
With the Canadian World Order?
No, NW. Well, here's the thing. They no. See, that's where you messed up. WCW loved like the weird. I don't know what their problem was. It makes no sense looking back at it. It should have just been NWO Black, NWO Red, and whatever. But they were like, no. But they would say like all the color, NWO Pink, or NWO Black and White versus NWO Red and Black. I'm just like, why? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Like, of course, Hulk Hogan. He wanted I got my theories. Allegedly. Maybe Hulk Hogan was like, hey brother, I don't want to be an NWO Black. That's probably what he said.
I don't want to be in this thing. Screw this thing.
It's got to be white. Am I lying? He's got it. Like, Hogan had to have his white, didn't he? He just had to have.
At some point. In some shape, form, or fashion. It had to be white. Yes. There's a racist joke.
It's not racist. It's not racist. It is a joke of a racist. Like,
it's a joke about a racist.
We are mocking a racist. To be let me be clear. Anyway, guys, if you're still with us, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Liam in the chat says, forgot WWE and AEW, and now forget WWE and AEW. I now watch the best thing of all time, Control Your Narrative. Oh, buddy. That I have not seen a show yet outside of the early ones that EC3 did, or like last year or whatever. Oh man, I don't know. I have
not heard good things, honestly.
I liked what he did last year. I just feel like this one's gonna be. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'll give it a chance. Anyway, let's get to our official topics for today.
We have topics.
We have topics, and we got a lot to talk about here, Trevor. So, what a difference a week makes. So last week we were here talking about Sasha Banks and Naomi walking out of WWE. Friday night, live on SmackDown, Michael Cole delivers this statement on behalf of WWE on their TV show, stating that Sasha Banks and Naomi have been suspended, their titles stripped, and there will be a new tournament to decide who the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions are going to be. Obviously, this did not go over well online or anywhere else. Fans are upset. We also have an update from WrestleVotes, who reported on the mood in WWE management. Here's a quote from WrestleVotes saying, quote, after talking to a few people, I gathered that the Sasha Banks-Naomi situation is going to get worse before it gets any better. While the majority of the support online is in their favor. It's quite the opposite in WWE management, which should not surprise any of us. Trevor, let's start with the statement that Michael Cole read out on WWE Friday Night SmackDown of Sasha Banks and Naomi being suspended indefinitely. What do you make of that and the way that WWE went about doing it?
Oh, I didn't see it until later, right? And it was, I gotta be honest, I've seen some things on WWE programming over the years that like were, for lack of a better word, absolutely repugnant, disgusting, whatever word you want to use, and it kind of made me sick to my stomach, to be honest. Like, one, it's making it look like it is. They're making it look like it's a work, right? Like when they're saying all these things out of context, they're completely talking about it like it's just whatever happening, on Raw and SmackDown, mentioning it in like commentary. It and like pretty much kind of what's the best word? What's the best thing to say? But like front their nose up to it and making it lesser than what it is, kind of belittling Sasha Banks and Naomi. Honestly, Pat McAfee said it both best without saying anything. That face he made when Michael Cole was doing it, what says it all? It's disgusting. Like, you're trying to profit off something that at this point we don't know. I mean, I believe it's still real, but a lot of people don't know if the make of it is if it's a work or if it's just what it is because of the way WWE is going after it. And honestly, it's messed up. It's completely messed up. And honestly, this is probably one of the worst things they've done in a very long time, and that's saying something.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, continue.
No, you're right. You're okay because I'm almost done anyway. But like, I don't know, man. It bothered me. It completely bothered
me. I want to point to something that Liam just said in the chat. It says, quote, I think it's been broadcasted too much to be real. I think it has to be fake. The tournament will have a surprise entry, and it's Sasha Banks and Naomi. Then they go back and win them back. I want to address that real quick because I understand why fans would think that. I truly understand why fans would think that. That is not the case. Because I advise you go back and watch the night that Stone Cold Steve Austin left. I forgot when the date was. It's like sometime in, I believe, June of 2002. At some point, during the show or right before the show, Vince McMahon decided the best thing to do since Austin walked out was to drag him, and they dragged him. Right. Rock cut a scathing promo. Jim Ross said on commentary that Stone Cold left the WWE or walked out on the WWE. They made imagine this. Imagine if WWE like next week comes out with a WWE 24 about this situation and basically just like bury Sasha Banks and Naomi. That they literally did that for the biggest star in the company's history in Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I understand why people think this is a work. I totally do.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just not. Because everything that's coming out and the way that it's coming out and it would be, here's the thing. If this is a work, this is one of the dumbest things that WWE's done in a while. Because you know what you're doing right now if you're WWE and this is a work? And again, I 100% don't think this is a work. But if this is a work, then WWE is burying their talent so that when they come back, they are like the fans who are watching are conditioned to believe that these people don't care about being here, that these people don't want to be here, that they're just doing it for the paycheck. That they're just or that like these people aren't stars and we shouldn't invest in them because the company doesn't care about them. The company's mad at them. Like there's no upside for this being a work. There's absolutely no business upside to it. They took their merch off of WWEshop.com. If this was a work, it's WWE. They wouldn't do it. The fact that they acknowledged in a statement from WWE corporate that WWE is a scripted show, this is shattering kayfabe of any semblance of kayfabe, any semblance of a TV show. This is not a work. It's just not a work. And the reality of the situation is that WWE, this is Vince McMahon. This is just Vince. This is just Vince. You can tell by Vince's reaction how mad he is, and based on what he tells people like Corey Graves and Michael Cole to say. And what he's telling them is to bury Sasha Banks and Naomi. They did not need to say that Sasha Banks and Naomi were suspended on live TV. They could have just said that in a statement. They literally, they never did that with CM Punk. With the whole CM Punk thing, the first time you heard WWE even comment on the CM Punk thing was Punk left in January. You didn't hear a public comment from Vince McMahon on WWE programming until November when he did the Steve Austin podcast and talked about it lightly. So this is just insane. This whole situation is just insane. The fact that WWE would bury their talent. Also, if you're WWE and you want these people back, you want Sasha Banks and Naomi back, the dumbest thing you could do is bury them when they're mad, when they walked out, and tell the fans that these people don't deserve to be here. That is the worst thing that you can tell the fans right now, because then they're going to be conditioned not to care about Sasha Banks and Naomi. They're not going to be as hot in wrestling terms, I should say, as they were when they left. No one wins in this situation. Not the company, because you took their merch. And look, it's a scummy thing to do, by the way. It is a scummy thing to do. They did also do that with CM Punk. They took his merch off of WWEshop.com, except for texting gloves. And now they're doing the same thing with Sasha Banks and Naomi. So
Didn't they take Dolph Ziggler's merch off the rack too at one point?
No. That was different. Dolph didn't have any merch.
That's true. Okay, that's what. No.
I
was trying to figure out how it went, but yeah, you're right. He didn't have it.
Sir, Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out. Dolph Ziggler's just a jobber.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the look. He's just a jobber.
Unfortunately,
I'm gonna get my ass kicked one of these days by somebody.
Some of these guys just gonna slap you.
I know. It's CC in the chat says, always thought WWE was trash. I'm so glad that they were showing their true colors with this situation. I don't even think, yeah, sure, they are showing their true colors, but this is just big business in general. It's just big business. This is corporatism, whatever you want to call it. Like, they feel attacked, and they know they're bigger. They know they have more resources, so they're going to use every resource they have to make themselves look like the good guys, for lack of a better term, and victimized, and make the other people look like they are the bad guys in a sense. So that's where they are. Liam says, Omar, I will fly over from Scotland to kick your ass. Don't come at Dolph Ziggler like that. If you do, we'll stream it.
Yeah, make some money off it.
We'll stream it. Make no money off of it. You mean? I'd be losing money. William says, breaking news: Mercedes, KV, and Trinity Fatu are all elite. Trinity Fatu is a really good name. I love the name Trinity Fatu.
I do. I really like that name, honestly.
Way better than Naomi. Like Trinity. Like, I love the name Trinity. I'm like, that's like that's like a very not out there, but it's like a unique name, especially in pro wrestling. Like, no one has that name.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think I knew one Trinity my entire life, actually.
I knew someone named Trinity.
Oh dear. I don't know if I even want to.
Liam also says in the chat that Banks is possibly the greatest women's wrestler ever. Greatest? Again, it depends on what you mean by greatest versus best. I think Sasha Banks in the ring. Yeah, I would say I would say Sasha Banks in the ring is probably the best. Yes. As a total package, greatest. I think it's and again, people are gonna hate on me for it. Whatever. The best overall package, like the greatest women's wrestler of all time, I think is going to end up being Becky Lynch when she retires.
Yeah, I think so too.
She's just the best.
I agree with that. Yeah. I think if Paige didn't get hurt, she would be where Becky is now.
Amen. You never Sahara Night. # All Elite.
No, I love Paige. Paige is possibly one of my favorite women wrestlers. I love Paige. What she does in the ring is amazing. How she came up, her comeuppance is amazing. I absolutely love Paige.
Paige here. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, look, Paige is amazing. Again, here's here's the thing. The fact that and I want to be clear about this. Like people get really worked up about like who people think is the greatest and whatever. And first of all, it's an opinion. It could be a shitty opinion for all I know. It's just my opinion. Secondly, to say someone is like not the greatest something ever, saying, oh my god, how dare you not think that Bryan Danielson is the greatest technical wrestler ever? Which, by the way, if you don't think that he's the greatest technical wrestler ever, what the fuck's wrong with you? But it's just like, oh wow, he's only the second best wrestler of all time. Oh my, okay. Like, come on. Like, it's like let's simmer it down. Let's simmer it down. Because like I really don't think there is like a I don't know if we're at a point. We don't have someone, especially even in like pro wrestling, really, that's at the level and has had an impact on an industry like Tom Brady has. Like there's a few people in pro wrestling, like Tom Brady, the NFL, like there's no question, greatest player in NFL history. Like there's like zero question about that. But in WWE, you can say a few names in history and wrestling in general.
Yeah, absolutely.
NBA for Life says 100% Cap, Becky not the greatest. Okay, again, it's an opinion, and it can be shitty. And I again love wrestling. People love wrestling. I'm just giving you what I think based off of an overall package. I think Becky Lynch is by far the best talker first of all, I think she's the best talker outside of Paul Heyman in WWE. I think
right now, yeah, she is. Yeah, I totally agree.
Y'all can fight me on that.
I think Roman Reigns is getting much
not
better.
As good as Becky Lynch on the mic.
But not as good as Becky Lynch.
First of all, NBA for Life, I got it. The greatest needs to be a draw. Who was the top selling merch seller for over a year before she left to deliver her baby? It was Becky Lynch. Come on now. It was Becky Lynch. Like Becky Lynch main evented WrestleMania, was forced to be in the main event of WrestleMania, not because it was just to make history. It's because Becky Lynch was the hottest act from when she broke her nose and had that big moment. Like I still hold to this day.
That's when it became. That's when it happened.
That is her Austin 3:16 moment. We're going to look back at that in a very similar light. That was an iconic moment in the history of pro wrestling because it the image of that propelled her into another stratosphere, and she was up to the task.
Because what most people forget, Becky Lynch was this clean baby face that came in. Yeah, she put you in a feel-good mood. Her music was great, you know what I'm saying? Like, but she was not what she is now. Like that when that switch went off, when she felt like she couldn't beat Charlotte. That first off, that storyline was awesome. That she felt like she couldn't beat Charlotte. She felt like she needed to go another notch to beat Charlotte. And she turned so-called quote-unquote heel. And everyone cheered for Becky. Oh, that's when you knew Becky was over. Becky was as over could be. And then when she broke her nose, that was even more proof that she was over. But again, this is just two guys on the internet speaking their mind. This is
well, first of
our
all,
opinion.
One of the guys. No. One of them is spitting facts. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop being nice. I'm gonna stop.
No, I mean,
we're spitting facts. Everything we're saying is true, but it is our opinion that Becky's is the greatest women's wrestler in WWE. Like that. That's our opinion.
When she retires, she will be the greatest of all time. I'm gonna stand by that statement.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Unless something changes, I honestly, other than, like I said, to me, in my opinion, if Paige kept wrestling, she would have been up there as well. I honestly believe that, because the momentum that Paige had. Unless something changes, it's gonna be Becky Lynch.
Trevor, I'm gonna ask you 3 very simple questions to determine who is the best. All right. Who gets the biggest pops when they come out in WWE's
Becky.
women's division? Okay. Who's the best Becky. On the mic in WWE's women's division?
Becky.
Who sells the most merch in WWE's women's division?
Becky. I mean, like I said, nothing we said was a lie. Right, nothing we said was a lie.
Yes, and she's not the best technical wrestler in the ring, but she's still pretty damn good. Like, she's a top 5 technical wrestler. The fact that, of course, Sasha Banks is the best in the ring, and Sasha Banks is a great talker. She's a top 2. I think she's like right up there with Becky if she was with the company right now.
They're both draws.
Oh my God, I'm somehow being blasphemous by saying that I think Becky Lynch is great. It's fine. And I think, there are a bunch of people who could very well surpass her one day. There are. It would take a lot of work. It would take the right things happening. Sasha Banks is one of those people. Bianca Belair. I think Bianca Belair could if she and Bianca Belair has like a lot of it together. She in the ring, she's great. She's put on 2 of the best WrestleMania matches I've seen in a very long time in back-to-back years. She stole the show this year at WrestleMania. So if she turns into like a top 5 promo, and she could do it. That's the thing. I can only base my opinion on greatest in all these conversations based on what I know to be true right now. Okay? And it's fine. I love Sasha Banks. She still has I think Sasha Banks still has the greatest women's wrestling match in WWE to this day. Brooklyn Takeover 2015 versus Bayley. Still one of my favorite matches of all time.
And Bayley's another one too. To me, Bayley is another one as well. I enjoyed Bayley in the ring. I definitely did.
Hey, Bayley, hoo ha! I wanna know you be my girl. Oh my gosh, I love that shit. Go back to London NXT. Come on now, or WWE. Go back to London. We need a London show. Anyway, we've exhausted this, haven't we?
We have. Sorry, we went on a tangent, guys.
Hey, man. Anyway, moral of the story. Hey, everyone out there, I hope there's a resolution to this. And whatever it is, I hope Sasha Banks and Naomi are better off and happy for it. It is, come on. Yeah, NBA says Bianca carried Becky at Mania 38. I don't know about all that.
I think she carried her. No,
I don't know.
It was a good match.
They carried each other.
Yeah, it was a good match.
I come on now. Here's the thing. People try to goat you into saying something that's even somewhat critical of a wrestler that you like, just so they get whatever. I'm not taking the gaslighting right now, dude. No. Love you though. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. All love here on IT Graps. Trevor, we have a pay-per-view this Sunday. For the first time in 3 years, AEW Double or Nothing will be emanating live from Las Vegas, Nevada, from the T-Mobile Arena. Sunday, May 29th, live on pay-per-view, 8 p.m. Eastern. Math, 5 Pacific. There we go.
There you go.
It's been a long day at work, people. Anyway, we have a slate of amazing matches, headlined by, of course, Thunder Rosa taking on Serena Deeb, and also CM Punk versus Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Titles, respectively. Trevor, we have a bunch of great matches on this card. We're gonna run through these. We're gonna run through these. I just gotta ask you, what match are you most looking forward to that's not a main event match right now?
You know what? I got to be honest. The Stadium Anarchy match. I'm actually looking forward to see what that's going to be. The I actually am interested to see Danhausen in a ring wrestling for a second. I'm really interested in that. And but I mean, out of those, I mean, the Owen Cup is something that everyone's going to be looking forward to. I myself, being a huge fan, as I've said 1,000 times, of Owen Hart, I'm really looking forward to seeing the finals of those matches.
Oh, and let's talk about one of those matches real quick. So we don't know exactly who the two finalists are, but we have a final three. So in the men's Owen Hart Cup tournament final, it is going to be Adam Cole, who we know is going to be in that match, versus either Samoa Joe or Kyle O'Reilly. These two are going to be wrestling on AEW Dynamite to determine who will be wrestling Adam Cole in the Owen Hart Cup final. Real quick, who do you think is going to, or who do you want to see, I should say? Who do you want to see wrestle Adam Cole in the tournament final? And who do you think wins the tournament?
Honestly, I think it's a win-win no matter who wins that match, because I think, honestly, it's going to be a good match out of the way, right? But I kind of want to see O'Reilly and Cole go at it again. If they actually go through with it, right? Because they did joke about the finger poke of doom. So, but if they actually go through with it, that'd be a great match to see. But Cole and Samoa Joe, oh my God.
I'm going to tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, brother.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Let me tell you something, bro. I don't know. It's better than Hogan's when he tried to change it up. Let me tell you something, brah.
Bruh.
Horace, brah. Horace.
Oh, dear God.
Your father, my brother. Oh God, Hogan just derails every segment we do. Oh God, we're laughing at him, not with him, people. Anyway, so I'll say there's no disrespect to Samoa Joe. I think Kyle O'Reilly by hook or by crook is going to win tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And I think Kyle O'Reilly is going to win the whole thing. I think Kyle O'Reilly will beat Adam Cole 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. It's going to cause some dissension, a little bit maybe. But reverb. But it is going to be like they got to get a Canadian to win the Owen Hart Cup final. Come on, it's got to be a Canadian.
Come on, eh?
Come on, eh?
That doesn't make sense.
Come on, eh? You got to have Bret Hart come out and be like, "Yeah, I did it. I'm here, and I'm here for my brother Owen. I'm here for Stu."
Is he even involved
Martha.
in this?
No, he's not. He's contractually obligated to WWE, but Martha is, and it was really great to see Dr. Martha Hart at.
It was.
At Dynamite.
The kids too. It was great to see them.
Yeah, Oj and Athena. Great to see them. Big shout out to the Owen Hart and the Owen Hart Foundation, by the way, which does a lot of great work over there.
His daughter looks smack like him.
They
all do, really.
They all do. They got that. They are hearts. No matter how much anyone tries, they are definitely.
They got
hearts.
that jawline and that nose, boy.
Whatever. Hard bark. Big love to the Owen Hart family, to the Hart family. Big love to them and all the work they do. Amazing. So I got Kyle O'Reilly. Trevor, who do you got?
Yeah, I'm taking Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh man, it's gonna Adam Cole about to lower the boom. The finger poke of boom. No.
Yes.
Do it. No, they're gonna do it.
How do you do this?
They
Omar? How do you do this?
Okay, you can do that on TV. You can get away with it. You can't do that on pay-per-view.
You can't do it on pay-per-view. No,
that would be the backlash. The WrestleMania. The Double or Nothing backlash.
That would be absolutely insane.
Would be. Liam says Danhausen run in and win the championship. Interesting. Let's talk about Danhausen. So this is on the pre-show. You have the team of Hookhausen Hook and Danhausen taking on Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling. Trevor, I don't know if you saw this. There's a video going around on Twitter of Smart Mark Sterling training for this match. And the man is having a tough time.
He really is. It's not doing well. It's not.
Like he looked like me trying to work out after 2 bouts of COVID. Like
yeah, he might have had 2 bouts of COVID.
All right. Who wins and why?
Hookhausen.
Why?
Because the Hookhausen.
There you go. There you go.
Because the Hookhausen.
There you go.
And they get paid all the monies.
You know what I want to see happen? I want to see. Here's the thing. I want to see like Hook. Like I know like the conventional thing is like end it with red rum and have Hook go over. I really want to see like Hook like suplex Tony Nese or suplex Smart Mark Sterling, have him down. Danhausen tags in and gets the 1, 2, 3.
What is Danhausen's finisher? I don't remember.
I don't know either. All I know is anyone who says like they don't know if he can wrestle, Danhausen can wrestle. I watched him.
Well, he definitely can.
He can wrestle.
They're using him as a gimmick right now. They're making fun of Danhausen can definitely wrestle. If you don't believe that, go look at his indie matches. He can wrestle.
All on YouTube.
Look, it's on YouTube, dude. Check out ROH. He can actually wrestle. He's actually pretty good in the ring, to be honest with you. It's actually kind of comical.
You have to shell out the big money. You have to shell out the big money.
You see this all his YouTube videos and everything he does, and then you actually see him wrestle, and you're like, that's a totally different person.
Yep. Moving on, we have Jade Cargill defending the AEW TBS Championship against Anna Jay, which was kind of just announced. They didn't build this up.
No.
I would have much rather have seen Marina Shafir in the spot because they were building that Marina Shafir Jade Cargill match for a while. I would have loved to see that match here because it would have been a great spotlight from Marina Shafir. Not to say Anna Jay doesn't deserve a spotlight, but you know, hey, that's fine too. But we know Jade's gonna win. But what do you think about this match? And Anna Jay, like, this is a big test for her, obviously on pay-per-view, her first big pay-per-view match.
I mean, she's had some run-ins with Cargill in the past, like not wrestling, but you know.
Not wrestling. Like not wrestling. She's part of the Dark Order. They don't wrestle. They just stand there.
No, they just stand there and look cool. But no, like it's just one of those things where I love Anna Jay, but like you said, there was no build up for this. There was no, and you could have built this into something really good, right? I mean, both women can wrestle. Yo, Jade Cargill is getting better every time I see her in the ring. Every time I see her in the ring, she gets better. And the mic, oh man, bar none, getting better. Like I love to hear her talk. I just think it's a waste of a match because there's no build up. But Jade Cargill, of course, wins.
It's hard to. I wouldn't say it's a waste. Here's the thing. I mean, right now the person is just not in the. It's not in the cards to have Jade Cargill lose, right? So
no.
I get
what
that.
You're building around her, you can't. Yeah.
And like, who does she? I mean, I wish they had not already done the Ruby Soho Jade Cargill match. I think Ruby Soho, by the way, should be the one to eventually dethrone Jade Cargill. Telling that story of like how she lost to Cargill in the TBS tournament final. But needless to say, that match is gonna happen. It's gonna be. I think I'm very interested to see what Anna Jay is going to be able to do with Jade Cargill. What Jade Cargill is going to be able to do with Anna Jay, because they're two very good up and coming wrestlers. And it's their moment. It's both of their time. It's time, if not now, when. And just since we're on the topic of who's a draw and who's not, look at those quarter-hour numbers, people. It's no coincidence that when Jade Cargill is on TV, AEW's ratings have a bump in them for that quarter hour.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not that hard to tell why. It's because she's a draw. She's big, she's powerful, she can speak, and she's getting better. And I'm just saying, not right now. Like she's obviously not even like she's just like what, a year or 2 years into her journey as a pro wrestler. She can be so good. Like think about what she's gonna be in like 2 years. Jade Cargill, she has blockbuster superstar potential. She could be doing movies like one day. Like she's so talented.
She really is. Great speaker too. Like I don't know if you've seen any interviews with her.
Tony,
yeah.
Cut the shit.
Cut the shit.
I love that line.
Well, no, like I like Jay Cargill a lot. I honestly think they missed an opportunity with Ty Conti and Jay Cargill, but
Ty Conti. Yeah. Oh, by the way, next baddie section, Chicago, AEW All Out. I'm gonna be there, Jade. Let me be in the baddie section. I'm a baddie. Look at me. I'm a baddie. Like I'm a baddie. I want to be bad.
And with that, guys, this has been fun. This is our last show.
What's that Shark Tank? What's that Shark Tank saying? And for that reason, I'm out. Yeah. So big ups to Jay Cargill and Anna Jay. I can't wait. I'm interested to see that match. Like,
it's gonna be a good match. I think. Yeah, definitely.
Another match that should be good is I love it. They just do this like every pay-per-view. Death Triangle versus House of Black. Literally the same thing we did at Revolution, except we got Ray Phoenix back. Yeah. Gonna be great. Gonna be entertaining.
It's a good match, but it's
This is like the epitome of AEW. It's like, we got nothing for you. 6-man tag. Like,
yes.
Like this storyline's been going on for months. Like
8,
9. No, it's been going on since dude, Pac and this has been going on since before AEW Full Gear.
It's about a year, right?
Pac has just been like, Malachi, I can see. Malachi, I can see clearly now the rain has gone. Like, I don't know what that was.
That was horrible, actually.
That was a Pac promo. Anyway. In between me burying everybody who comes up in the show,
buried everyone today.
Who do you, I mean, winning. Let's give House of Black the win. Come on, keep him hot.
Yeah, keep him hot. Give him one. I mean, I kind of feel that Death Triangle will win, but let's jump on the House of Black train.
Speaking of multi-man matches, we got the Jericho Appreciation Society, Chris Jericho, Mad Matt Lennard, Angelo Parker, Daniel Garcia, and Big Jake Hager versus Eddie Kingston, Santana Ortiz, and the Blackpool Combat Club, John Moxley, and Bryan Danielson in an Anarchy in the Arena match. Basically, anything goes, no holds barred.
Pretty much.
Mayhem, Bedlam. It's going to be fun to watch, Michael. By the way, I want it on record. I am a fan of what the Jericho Appreciation Society is doing. I think it's fun. It's cheeky, harmless. Anyone, if you're not into it, you're not into it. It's fine. It's a 2-hour show. You're not gonna like everything that's on it. But I love the JS. Look, Chris Jericho legitimately believing that he is a wizard is good for professional wrestling. Fight me on that logic.
I mean, dude, that is the greatest thing ever. Like to hear him say, "I'm a wizard." Like, just hear him screaming.
The line was like, he's like, Eddie Kingston, if you don't back down, I'm gonna throw another fireball. Going back to the Pac accent, the fireball. It's like, Eddie Kingston, you better back down, because if you don't, I'm gonna throw another fireball in your eye, because I'm a wizard. I was just like, and he was so serious. I'm like, oh god, Chris Jericho believes he's a wizard. Amazing moment in professional wrestling history.
Like it's great. It's great. They have a bunch of great guys around them. Like I've personally been saying this since ever. I love Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia, to me, is probably the best thing about 2.0. Honestly, like I love Daniel Garcia.
Are you trying to tell me that of everyone in the JAS, the pinnacle of sports and entertainment, that Daniel Garcia is the best? Because if you're saying that, I probably agree with you. ABB in the chat says AEW got long-term storytelling, but on the other hand, they also got stories that are taking a long ass time. Dude, you're 100% right, by the way, ABB. Like this match itself is gonna be fun, but like, what's the Julia Hart thing? Like,
yeah, that's taking forever.
That should have happened. That should have happened in Baltimore. Like there is no reason they did all that. Brian Pillman Jr. cut the promo of his life, which sucked, by the way. But he went out there and cut the promo of his life. He's like, Malachi Black, I want you to know that what you did to Julia Hart made me angry. I am angry. Like I love Brian Pillman Jr. to death.
Leave it to Omar to like shatter everyone's dreams.
I am not shattering dreams.
He's the greatest ever, but he sucks.
Look, I mean, that's exactly how I feel about like most people. You are the greatest co-host ever, but you suck. Like, I mean, like the Joe Flacco, greatest quarterback of all time, hands down, but he sucks. Like that. Sure. That is what. Look, I am a fan of teams where we don't get. Dude, think about this. My sports teams: the Baltimore Ravens, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Washington Nationals, and I guess by default the Capitals. Which you don't count them in that because I didn't grow up watching them. But the Nationals, Ryan Zimmerman, greatest of all time. You will never hear me say a bad word about Ryan Zimmerman. Was he really the greatest though? No. Joe Flacco. I will go to my grave saying Joe Flacco is my favorite quarterback of all time, and he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Is he though? No, he sucks. Like the Cavs suck.
They absolutely do.
Look, I look. It's just what I see the worst in people. No. All seriousness, I think Brian Pillman, he needs a gimmick change. He genuinely needs the varsity blondes. It's just not working.
I totally do. Yeah, it's not working. I don't think it's working for either one of them, honestly.
Oh, but yeah. Him and other dude. Griff Garrison. Hey man,
there you go.
I love the opening of their song. It's just like rah, rah, rah. It's like who's Sable. It's just like Sable's theme. Remember Sable's theme?
Yeah.
The varsity blondes coming out. And it's just like after that, it's just like redneck biddle, like
hey, that's good stuff, man.
No, it's not. It's like, yeah, that's just your inner New Orleans coming. Get my salted oil on my shrimp.
Hey, we like good stuff, okay? I was just actually joking about that shit.
we have taste.
But no, the was it Anarchy Stadium, whatever.
Oh god, yeah, Anarchy in the Arena. I mean,
there we go.
Blackpool Combat Club, give them the dub.
Yeah, they're gonna win.
By the way, I am upset that this match is happening. Period, because I would much rather see this as the. I think this I mean, I hope they do end up building this up to be the War Games match. What do they call it? Blood and Guts. I hope they end up making this a Blood and Guts match. It's got everything working for it. You have sports entertainment versus professional wrestling, and William Regal is involved. Like, come on, if you want to hear him say blood and guts, like, come on.
War Games.
War Games. Wait, do I still have it? Oh, I hope I still have it. Please tell me I still have it. Come on.
War Games.
I do. I do. I can't believe it. One more time for the fans in the stands.
This is completely going off the rails.
Oh my god, I love it. I can't believe I still have that sound effect.
Oh my god.
After all these months, Trevor, I never forgot.
I'm surprised you still have it too, actually. I thought it would have been gone.
I think I have a few. What else do I got here? Okay. Beautiful. Absolutely. Dude. We're having fun here. 3 matches down. 9 more to go. Let's hurry the hell up with this. All right, we'll do some rapid fire real quick. We got the Hardys versus the Young Bucks rematch of the Ring of Honor days. Who do you got and why?
Hardys, just because I like the Hardys. But Hardys.
No, you need to disagree. Young Bucks, you need to delete. You need to delete unbroken Matt Hardy and make him into. We need to see Brother Nero. Oh, no,
yes, we need to see Brother.
No, we don't. I want to see Willow and Broken Matt Hardy.
That's what I want to see. Team. Yes, Willow. Yes, what I want to see.
Give me what I want.
Absolutely not.
We also got Tony Storm, the Owen Hart Cup Women's Final. We got. It's either going to be Tony Storm or Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus either Ruby Soho, Chris Statlander. Still a lot to happen here. They're going to have their matches on Dynamite. Who do you want to see in the final, and who do you want to see win?
Honestly, who's Tony Storm's
Britt Baker,
right?
Tony Storm versus Britt Baker, and then Ruby Soho versus Chris Statlander.
I honestly believe a Tony Storm and Statlander match final will be great. Also, you can also do a rematch of Ruby Soho and Britt Baker, which was a great match. You
could also do Tony Storm versus Ruby Soho. You could also do Britt Baker versus Chris Statlander. You know what the best part about this is? There is no wrong answer to any of this.
It's
no
not.
Wrong answer.
Not at all.
Here's what I'd do. I would have Britt Baker beat Tony Storm. You can do it by crook and still keep her protected. But and then she can do her feud with Jamie Hayter, which is what they're building up. But
pretty much.
I want to see. I love Ruby. Her time will come. It's Stat's time. I want to see Stat beat Britt Baker. Win the Owen Hart Cup.
Britt Baker would be a great match.
I want to see a belt around Stat. Like, she's amazing. Like, I love Chris Statlander. She's like my favorite.
She deserves a title shot at some point.
I think she actually might be like, she's like one of my favorite wrestlers. Like, period. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. We're still on a little bit of rapid fire here as I try to. AEW World Tag Team Championships on the line. We got Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus defending their AEW World Tag Team Championships against a team of Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland versus Team Taz, Ricky Starks, and Powerhouse Will Hobbs. Who do you got and why?
Okay. I still got Jungle Boy. I got Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
It's going to be Jungle Boy Jack Perry and Luchasaurus with Christian Cage at the... I don't know. That's just that's my Excalibur / Mojo Jojo.
Yeah, he sounds like Mojo Jojo.
Bro, also, it's got to be a rib on Excalibur, what they're doing to him. Because they're queuing up the graphics to go by, like, when he does the rundown of the shows.
Did you hear him last week? It was ridiculous.
It's gotta be a rib. It's gotta be a rib on him. Like, because they are like they're making like they're going through him quicker now. They're just like, how fast can he go? Like I think it's like a experiment backstage with Tony Khan. He's just like, how fast can he go? It's just like, because like, oh my gosh.
I think it was the Friday show last week where they were just going through, and he goes, you hear him in middle of it, and it's gonna be.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine running down the? First on the pre-show, we're gonna have Hook House and a team of Hook and Danhausen taking on Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling in a opening tag team match. Then Jade Cargill defending her TBS World Title against. I can't even get through 2 matches without getting blown.
That's what I'm saying. He literally got halfway through and said, and just kept going.
It's the asthma from COVID, man. I got that post-COVID asthma.
Yeah, I just got asthma.
Wait. Anyway, moving on. We got not moving on. Jungle Boy. Okay, Lucha House Party. I'm gonna call them Lucha House Party.
You keep calling them Lucha House Party.
No, I usually call them Lucha Express.
Lucha Express, that's right. Yeah.
Which I feel like that's like a common mistake that some people make. But anyway, Jurassic Express defending the AEW tag team titles against Team Taz and Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. What do you got? Who do you got? Why do you got?
I picked Jurassic Express.
Ooh, interesting. Why?
I don't know, because I think they're gearing them up to have one like melee with FTR and FTR capture the titles. That's kind of how I'm thinking it's gonna go. But like, don't get me wrong, my boy Ricky Starks is in it, and I would love to see some real gold around his waist. But like, I think it's gonna be Lucha.
Come on, that's Nolan's own Ricky Starks.
Yes,
Ricky Starks.
Yes, sir. Did you see how they welcomed your boy home when they came in?
That was amazing.
That was great.
I thought it was amazing.
His entrance was awesome. I loved it when he was.
You see the post show one, the one they did with Blackpool Combat Club after the show. Like they put a YouTube clip out. It's amazing. Like they made him look like such a star. Like it wasn't on the live.
I definitely gotta check it out. I didn't get a chance to see it. I definitely gotta check it out.
It is amazing. Like they make him feel like a big deal, and his entrance like then was even better. But also,
and you know what? I honestly really like Ricky Starks. I just don't think they're doing enough with him. Well, I think he could be a great star.
That's all going to change this Sunday live on pay-per-view on the PR Live app and on all pay-per-view subscribers. Sunday, May 29th, Double or Nothing. Ricky Starks wins the AEW World Tag Team Championships along with Powerhouse Hobbs, cementing Team Taz's legacy as one of the greatest factions in the short but extensive history of all elite wrestling. Back to you, Tony. It hurt. Like, it genuinely hurt me to try to say that. Like, it is. Wow. Oh, see? Anyway, a few more matches to go. Mostly the important ones. 3 very important ones, actually. In my opinion, the hottest angle coming into this entire pay-per-view is MJF Wardlow. Wardlow looks like a star, acts like a star, feels like a star. They treat him like a star. MJF is a star. This is mega powers colliding. I don't care what this is one of my. It's amazing. Like, the build-up, everything about this match has been amazing. I'm not going to talk about it anymore because if you haven't seen the build-up, what the hell are you doing here? Go watch it. Trevor,
check it out.
What do you got?
Honestly, I know there's a lot of people that not going to agree with this. But I would love to see Wardlow win, honestly. But it would be fantastic if, just for story purposes, if MJF screwed him and ended up winning. And I kind of think that might happen.
This is what he's going to win. Wardlow better win. He is too hot not to win, man. I want to see Wardlow.
He's very hot right now. Do you have to win? He has to win. I mean, but I'm just saying the story implications would be cool if it didn't happen.
What story implication? He'd never be able to be back in All Elite Wrestling ever again. Wardlow better.
Oh, that's right. There's a contract on it. That's right. Shit, I forgot.
They signed a contract. Remember, they signed a contract.
That's right.
Right before MJF did that beautiful promo for Dark Side of the Ring. Like, what a mensch. I love MJF. Like,
dude, he has very fast become one of my favorite wrestlers in AEW, and actually one of my favorite wrestlers in general.
All right. Next, we have our first of 2 AEW World Championship matches. We have the champion Thunder Rosa taking on the challenger Serena Deeb. Who do you got and why?
Any other time, I would probably pick Serena Deeb, but I'm picking Thunder Rosa.
The second Serena Deeb stole the title from Thunder Rosa at Dynamite, I knew she was like definitely losing.
Right.
You know, no, I was like, no, you just gave away the entire. Like, here's the thing: Thunder Rosa's probably gonna win anyway, right? But I'm like, you just gave away the finish by doing that. No one ever like steals the title and ends up winning it.
Not that I've seen, no.
Like, they literally did that story with Adam Cole, baby, like a month ago, and guess what? He jobbed out to Hangman Adam Page.
Dude, you know how, honestly, like, you know how great it would be to have crazy nut bar Serena Deeb as a champion. Like,
is that someone's name? Nut bar?
They call people nut bars. I know I'm old.
You are very old. By the way, happy birthday, Trevor.
Oh yeah, thanks.
I forgot about that. I forgot
that happened. That happened.
Well, let's serenade. Let's serenade Trevor. Happy birthday to you.
Oh dear God.
Happy birthday to you, brother. Happy birthday, dear Trevor. Happy birthday to you. We love you, Trev.
Love you too. Thank you. That was so beautiful.
It was amazing. It was amazing. Anyone wondering? I was like buying time so I could set that up.
I figured you were.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Last match to talk about the match allegedly, the AEW Men's World Title. Hangman Adam Page champion defending against Company Man Punk. Interesting implications here. These two hate each other. We don't know why at all. They just do. But
yeah, we have no idea why they hate each other.
It would be helpful if one of them could just hint towards. CM Punk could literally just say, "You want that?" Like, oh, sorry, no, not CM Punk could literally just say, "I want that title, and I hate you because I want that title, and I'm gonna hate you until I win that title." And Hangman Adam Page would be like, "CM Punk wants my title. I'm going to hate him." It's all they needed to do. They didn't even tell that. I was like, "Oof." Here's the thing. I'm gonna love this match, and I love these two, so I'm gonna yeah, it's gonna be great, but also I'm just like, you could have just told me why.
The build-up was kind of.
Why is there so much vitriol? Why did Hangman Adam Page just be like, fuck CM Punk? Like, why did he just go? He just came out and said, fuck CM Punk.
Flipped him off, like.
Like, there's so much vitriol. There needs to be an explanation for this vitriol. Anyway, Hangman Adam Page going into Las Vegas, the city where he won the Joker, or was the city where he won at Double or Nothing. As the Joker in AEW's first ever match, by the way. First ever match in all wrestling history. Hangman Adam Page won. He's returning as the champion 3 years later. Who do you got, and why is CM Punk winning this match?
That's exactly what I was about to say. I think they're gearing it up for CM Punk to take the title. I knew it was gonna happen sooner or later, but like,
Summer of Punk. You got to do the Summer of Punk.
Hangman's title run was so lackluster.
That sounds like some cowboy bullshit.
It could have been so much better.
What better do you want? Okay, let's run through what he has done since becoming AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Classic match with Bryan Danielson. Classic match with Bryan Danielson. Classic match with Adam Cole, baby. Great Texas Death Match. Another barbed wire Easter Bash whatever match. Whatever that was, it was great. Versus Adam Cole.
Whatever it was, yeah.
He had that match on Dynamite last week with I forgot his name.
But, that was a great match, actually. That really was a really good match.
I forgot his name. I'm sorry.
What was his name? I don't remember his name, though.
Whoever that jabroni's name is, sign him immediately, Tony Khan.
That was a great match, dude. It really was. I got to give him that. That was a really good match.
He continues to have all elite matches as the all elite champion. What's missing? Here's the thing. I understand there's something missing. I don't think he's been presented as the most important thing on TV.
Exactly.
I think that's what it is. I think that's what
that is
really
part of
it is.
Because you barely see him wrestle on TV, honestly.
What do you mean you barely see him? Most of his title defenses have been on TV.
I haven't seen him in weeks, but until last week.
What do you mean? He came out and he said, he had COVID. He had COVID for like 2 weeks, so we missed like.
Okay, that's what I was getting. Okay, cool. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So
the shame I feel. I'm sorry, Hangman. I'm sorry, Hangman. Remember that promo Paul Heyman cut on Vince McMahon like back in 2001, where he was just like, Vince McMahon has surrounded himself with so many butt kissers, and he's just like, oh, we love you, Vince. We love you. I'm just like, oh, Paul Heyman, what a guy.
I love
What a
Paul
guy.
Heyman.
Anyway, Hangman Adam Page, CM Punk. I think we're gearing up for the summer of Punk. It's going to be one hot American all elite summer, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be one hot all elite summer. Coin that. Pay me, Tony Khan. I'm patenting that right now. Pay me.
Not paying, you know.
No, Tony Khan, you should pay me. It's Tony Khan does like look. I'm not saying that, but it sounds like someone's gonna like clip this like as like a text, and it's gonna sound like I'm like Vince Russo or something. Look, bro, I'm not saying no, but
I'm not saying you should pay me.
I'm just saying a lot of my best ideas have also been Tony Khan's best ideas. I'm just saying, and I've said them first. Pay me, Tony Khan. Anyway, no, don't pay me. That's conflict of interest. Don't mess with that. No, Hangman Adam Page, CM Punk. They're gearing up for Summer of Punk Part 3. I think this is a great way to have him. This is a great way to present CM Punk, and it's also a great way to have MJF in Chicago at All Out bring that title reign to an end.
Yep.
In the everyone's going to want CM Punk. Like that's the one place where everyone's gonna know that MJF probably gonna win, but no one's gonna want it. Like they're gonna be vitriolic, the vitriolic anger that is going to spew out of the masses at the hopefully the United Center. I don't want to go to the damn the Schaumburg, whatever that thing is called. The Rose, not the Rose. It's not even the Rosemont Horizon. That's closer to Chicago. Like. I forgot what the name of the arena.
Are you going to be able to go? Because I thought you had family obligations.
When in September?
Yeah, I thought you had something to do. That's the why you were there in the first place.
No, no. I had family obligations for. Oh, I have stuff going on this weekend for Double or Nothing.
Okay. Okay.
I have stuff going on this week. I have stuff going on in June for Forbidden Door, but no, I'm gonna do. I said this multiple times and it hasn't happened yet because something's come up. I'm gonna pray that nothing comes up, and I'm gonna try. We're gonna try. We're gonna give it the old American try, guys.
Old college try.
We're gonna. It might not happen now that I've said it. Now that I've said it, something's gonna happen. But either way, they should be running an arena that's actually in Chicago, and they should be running the United Center. They basically own that building now. Anyway, yeah, there we go. Double or Nothing done in the books.
There you go.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm looking at the 11 matches on. It's intimidating. The fact that there are 11 matches on this card is kind of intimidating to me. I'm just kind of like,
what, Double or Nothing? Yeah.
There's a lot of matches, and there doesn't seem to. Like there's not really many breaks in this card. Like it's just gonna be a lot.
It's a lot.
I'm gonna be tired by the time.
Are you doing the live stream for it?
Hell no. I'm gonna be at my friend's wedding, but so I'm gonna end up watching the pay-per-view or whatever on a delay, like probably like that night or the next day. But so yeah, no Twitter spoilers for me. But yeah, it's gonna be a thing. Yeah. God, I wish I could go to Double or Nothing. This is like actually the one pay-per-view that I really wanted to go to, but life. C'est la vie.
It happens, right? So does life.
You know what else happens?
Dumb stuff.
Goodbyes. Trevor, as we wrap up this show, any final thoughts? Anything you want to bring up? Any news? Anything? Come on.
No, nothing too much. Just I don't know. I guess enjoy yourselves, guys. There's so much going on here nowadays. Just try to take every moment in, and and embrace every moment, embrace everything, and do it and live life to the fullest. Enjoy the life you're given. Don't squander it. And if there are goals that you haven't met, meet them tomorrow. Do what you need to do. Just get there. Like I've had a lot of things to think about, and that's my take on it. Life is too short to squander. Life is precious. It's beautiful. Do what you need to do and be superstars.
Love how you went into business for WWE. Like, be superstars. Don't be wrestlers. Be superstars.
I could not think of anything else to say.
you Mark. You're ingrained.
Vince, pay me. No,
no, he'll pay.
Don't
He'll pay.
me,
He'll pay. He'll pay you. No, he'll pay you and then fire you. Like,
hey, to say I was employed for 2 seconds by Vince McMahon, it's an honor.
Yep. All right, cool. So, guys, this has been OT Graps, another episode in the books. A wild one.
What do you think about it so far, man? How do you like the new setup? I haven't, really got your idea on it. How do you like the new rebranding?
I think the ideas are coming together. I like the fact that we're kind of more free flowing than we used to be.
Yeah, me too.
And I hope, and I think it comes across better, like, as a discussion, more so than just us doing like debate segments or whatever.
Right.
But and I think the fact that we've also cut down on the amount of quote unquote news we cover, we just kind of covered topics, like 2 or 3 general topics. I think that's better for both of us too, because we're allowed to go on these tangents. We have the time now to go on these tangents, which we
do, because like we had to limit ourselves, and like some of the topics were just so asinine and agonizing to actually talk about.
Yeah, I hope everyone likes this format, but I think they do. I think Liam definitely does. But good to see IBB, good to see Liam, good to see CC, everyone who joined in the chat, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. OT Graps is going to be on podcast platforms very soon. I am trying to work it out to get us on Spotify, Apple, and everywhere else. Hopefully I'm probably not. I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm not gonna promise it by like next episode, but like 2 episodes probably should be. If it's not on there yet, then there is no hope. But no, I'll get it on there fairly soon, guys. But yeah, so OT Graps. I need to come up with an outro though. Like, that's the thing I really need to work on, is like the intro and outro, because we bomb the intro and outro. It's just like.
We definitely got to figure it out.
I'm just like, hello, welcome to the show.
Hello there, boys and girls.
I did like the thing that we tried before. What was it? It was, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all genders.
I did like that too.
OT Graps brings to you its future 5-time podcast champions of the world, the Barman, Trevor Sutton, El Jefe, Omar Q. The OT Graps crew. Hey, look at that. There we go. There we go. I'm a smart guy.
He's a smarty.
I'm a smart guy. Give me money, Tony Khan. It's not a joke anymore. I need the money. No. We're all chilling here. We're all having fun. CC says you guys should have a jingle. Ooh, I have a friend who could actually make us a jingle. There you go, CC. Thank you for contributing to the community. Guys, be sure to... Yeah, there we go. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow Trevor on Twitter at Trevertainment. That is at TREVERTAINMENT. Follow me at OMERQ Show on Twitter as well. At Real Take Sports. We'll probably get an OT Graps Twitter too. Just why not? Get some Twitter.
Just for craps and giggles.
Anyway, until next time, be happy, be healthy, hug your loved ones, hide your kids, hide your wives. What is that from? What was that from?
Oh, that was remember that it was an old interview where the guy was talking about hide your kids, hide your wife.
I remember that. Oh, that's an old meme. Oh, I brought that back. Wow, that's an old meme that I just brought back. Wow. Pinnacle. That was like 2000. That was 2012. 2012, by the way, pinnacle of Twitter. It was all downhill after the second politics and sports like started to pop off on Twitter. Twitter went downhill. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next time. Peace out.